Do you also want to have the new calling card in Black Ops 7, which is perhaps 50% legit and 50% glitch in an online multiplayer lobby by only getting 13 kills with your weapon? Are you the player who struggles to get high streaks, has a low or average KD, and really wants the nuke and its calling card as Season 2 is out and you still don't have it? In this video, I'll show you the most broken way to earn a nuke in Black Ops 7 by only getting 13 kills with your main weapon, and I swear to God, I'm not even joking. I will show you the entire gameplay while having a kill count in the bottom right corner so that you can count by yourself that this is true. However, in order to do this, I will have to break down the class setup, the positioning, the playstyle, the decision making, and the small details that most players will ignore but which will make all the difference when going for the nuke, as I almost got a hat-trick of back-to-back nukes 3 games after another. Quick heads up, before we continue, I'm hosting monthly giveaways every 25th straight from the comment section. The winner for January is Josh Goat44 with 11 recent comments on my videos. Now, if you want a chance to win, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you need friends to play with, then make sure to join my Discord server where I will personally help you and cover you in-game so that you can get your first nuke. Alright, now let's get straight into it. To start things off, I highly recommend the loadout I'm using. I've tested a lot of different loadouts and combinations from other YouTubers, but this is the one that finally worked best for me after the Season 2 release. I recommend running the M15 mod assault rifle with the following 5 attachments. For the underbarrel, go with the iron hold angled grip. For the magazine, use the Mayday extended mag. For the rear grip, run the hex cut grip. For the stock, use the Wander stock. And lastly, for the fire mods, use the MFS NATO FMG, which means that you will have to prestige your weapon once. For the wildcard, you will have to run the Highroller wildcard, which allows us to equip a 4th score streak, and I will come back to that later on. Now, for your secondary weapon, I really recommend using the Coda 9 in case of emergency situations. For the muzzle, go with the Redwell suppressor. For the barrel, use the long barrel. For the rear grip, run the Muse grip. For the laser, use the stable range laser, and lastly for the fire mods, use the rapid fire attachment. Then for your field upgrade, I'm using the scrambler with overclock enabled to expand its area of effect. This gives us free counter UAVs, especially as we will run this setup without ghost, and it makes us almost immune to score streaks, while also generating a lot of in-game score towards our own streaks, which will be essential. For your tactical, go with the stim, add any overclock of your choice, and for your lethal, I recommend using the Semtex. Now moving on to the perks, my setup is perk 1, Flak Jacket, perk 2, Scavenger, and perk 3, Looper. With these attachments and loadout setup, the M15 almost has 0 recoil in game, which makes it perfect for constantly winning gunfights and staying alive for your 13 kill streak and therefore your nuke. Now we will have to glitch our score streaks in order to achieve the nuke in 13 kills only. Head into score streaks. From here, first hold down the R3 button to reset the score streaks, then go ahead and choose the UAV, the Greymaker, and the harp. Now head over to the left or right of the Greymaker score streak. Make sure you have unlocked the score streak on either side of the Greymaker. In this case, I'll go to the left as it is much easier to do. Now you want to move from the Watchdog Helo to the Greymaker while pressing X or A in the transition onto the Greymaker so that you actually do press on the Greymaker. If done correctly, it should say swap the Greymaker score streak to any of your other score streaks, and from here, if it says so, you do want to swap it to any of your choice apart from the Greymaker itself. I'll go ahead and swap it to the UAV. Now once you swap it, if done correctly, there should be a white square in the left score streak corner. Then all you do is hover over the Greymaker and now press R2 to equip to Highroller. Now we should have 2 Greymaker score streaks in the same score streak setup. Now an important reminder is to not use any overclock on the Greymaker as we want the kills to count towards our nuke. However, you can go ahead and add any overclocks of your choice to both the UAV and the harp. I will show you the steps of duplicating the Greymaker once again, but now from the right to left. Make sure you choose the UAV, the Greymaker, and the harp as your score streaks. Then equip any random score streak to your Highroller or simply have none selected. method. Now I will go from the right to left. I will move from interceptors to the Greymaker by pressing X or A in the transition onto the Greymaker, so that I actually do press on the Greymaker itself. If done correctly, it should say swap the Greymaker Scorestreak to any other Scorestreak. Now sometimes it will look like this while trying to select the Greymaker, and that means that you are doing it either too quick or too slow, as you want to move to the left and then long press X or A on your controller on the Greymaker, and if done correctly, it will say swap the Greymaker to any other Scorestreaks, and in this case I will go ahead and swap it to the Harp. Now once I swap it, again there should be a white square in the left Scorestreak corner, then all you do is hover over the Greymaker and now press R2 to equip to Highroller. Now you should have two Greymaker Scorestreaks in the same Scorestreak setup. Now as much as I hate how sweaty Nuketown lobbies can be, it's honestly the fastest and the easiest map to earn a nuke. So jump into the Nuketown 24/7 playlist and keep searching for a match until you land in a manageable lobby, ideally with Domination as the game mode. Just a quick heads up is that I will show you first the 13 streak nuke in a custom game lobby and then show you this in an online multiplayer lobby. So once you are in the game, you do want to equip the loadout I demonstrated in the beginning of this video, as we want to equip our Highroller Wildcard. Now the entire goal to get a 13 kill nuke is to gather enough points to get the Greymaker, and Domination is key here because it allows us to spawn trap the enemy team without players spawning behind us, compared to Hardpoint or other modes where spawns flip constantly. It's a bonus if you and your team can secure the B flag early on. In my gameplay you'll see that I actually play quite safe, taking cover behind the B flag and behind the truck. A very common mistake here is getting too greedy and pushing all the way into the enemy spawn even when it feels like easy kills. In this clip, if you notice, I never push more than I have to. I basically don't go into the enemy spawn. I only move up to the left blue car to grab ammo using the scavenger from player I've eliminated, and then I immediately fall back to the house to play it safe. As I get my 8th kill, I actually get my Greymaker, and since we duplicated the Greymaker, we now have 2 of those. Since we're not running overclock on the Greymaker, every sniper kill will still count towards your streak, and you can see that progress in the top corner. Take your time here and really line up your shots. Don't rush it. You should aim to get 5 to 6 kills without overclock, and once you're done, you earn the Harp without taking any unnecessary risk. However, before we pop the Harp, as soon as you're done with the first Greymaker, simply use the second one straight away, as people will believe that you're running the extended time overclock, meaning that you will avoid getting reported, hence the so-called legit method to get a 13 kill nuke. Again, take your time and really line up your shots. Don't rush it. You should always aim to get 5 to 6 kills, and once you're done, we will activate the Harp straight away. Don't forget to place down the Scrambler with its increased area of effect, as enemies will have no idea where you or your teammates are, and since Nuketown is such a small map, it ends up disrupting almost half of the map, which is a huge advantage as we are not running the Ghost perk. You want to take full advantage of the Harp and try to secure as many kills as you can so that we can earn the Greymaker once again. Since we are running the Looper perk, we literally need 5 kills, and if you have patience, as we hit 13 kills in total with our weapon, we now have the Greymaker once again. Find any safe place on the map and use the first Greymaker once again. At this moment, I knew that my 13 kill nuke was guaranteed, since the Greymaker would allow me to gather at least 10 or 12 kills and therefore getting my nuke. Once you're done with the first Greymaker, remember to quickly use the second one, and with the first kill with the second Greymaker, you can see me getting the nuke medal. And I won't lie, I was going crazy, and if you make it this far, don't rush to pop the nuke instantly. If possible, try to secure at least 1 or 2 kills to get the unstoppable medals. It makes the moment even better. You can see me bringing the scoreboard up where I am going 36-0, and let me remind you that I've only had 13 kills with my M15, and when I feel that I've had enough, I simply pop the nuke, and even then I managed to get 4 more kills, finishing the game with a 40 kills to 0. Unbelievable. Now this will get passed anytime soon, as it is actually too game breaking. And that's how you can unlock your first ever new calling card the easy way without paying for bot lobbies, and this is honestly the best method and advice I can give gift to players who've been stuck in some of the craziest lobbies where it feels like enemies are shooting through walls and everything goes wrong. I really hope this helps you out, as you only need to get 13 kills, and that can't be that hard. Now I promise to show you this method in an online multiplayer lobby as well. And as you can see, I am in this new multiplayer lobby, and you can confirm that this is online as people have different levels and clan tags to their gamer tag. You will see that once I've gathered enough kills for the Greymaker, I need my last 6 kills just like before, but now I had bad luck as the entire enemy team left the game. There was only one guy left on the other team, and even with the harp activated, I couldn't find him. And just after that, he also decided to leave the game, causing the enemy team to forfeit the game, and I was 5 Greymaker kills away from my second back-to-back nuke with the 13 kills method. Now if this guide helped you to get your first 13 kill nuke, make sure to let me know in the comment section. I genuinely want to hear about it, and don't forget to join my Discord server if you need any help, want to be featured in my videos, or want extra chances to win gift cards over there. Hopefully enjoy this video, more content is coming soon. This is me, Danixer. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.